So, here we go. We are adding and subtracting polynomials. Basically, the exact same thing we've been doing. Combine like terms. You have to be really good at integers, right? Like negative 17 plus 8. You need to be good at that stuff to be good at last night's homework and the night before. And that's what's happening with combining like terms. So, I'm going to define these vocabulary words. So here we go. First one, monomial, one term. Oh, SWBAT. Do you guys know what that means? Students will be able to. It's my goal. It's what is it that I want to occur during this lesson? As a teacher, what's my end game here? All right, so obviously I bet you can guess that I want my goal to be adding and subtracting polynomials. Add and sub polynomials. Okay. So here we go. Monomial is one term, and I have to say it correctly. So that's going to be things like negative 7g. That's one term. Or 3r. That's one term. Monomial, one thing. Binomial, two terms. Like 2x minus 8. That's two things. 2x and 8. Separated by an addition or subtraction sign. 1/2 L plus 17. That's a binomial because it's two terms. A trinomial is going to be three terms. Do you get it? In Latin, the prefixes mono, bi, tri, poly. What are some other words that you know that start with tri? Tricycle, three wheels. What else? Triangle, three sides. What else? Tripod has three legs. Think of more. Think of more. What? No. So x squared plus 8x minus 5. That's a trinomial. Okay? And I feel like... There we go. Now my problem is solved. Okay. Wait. Oh, so my screen on my computer is super zoomed in, but then my up here is like really far away and spread out, and I can't figure out how to unzoom. It's actually a problem. It's really bugging me because the further I go for you. All right, let me just do my best here. All right, polynomial, many terms, 4 or more. I'm going to put a 4 plus many terms. And these are like some of the answers that you got last night. 5g plus 8 minus 3r plus 7x. That's a polynomial. I just made that up in my head. You can write down anything. They have to be 4 different terms. The degree of a polynomial is the highest exponent. Highest or largest exponent. And standard form is going to be like ax squared plus bx plus c. The large exponent goes first. The exponents go in decreasing order. The largest one first, then the next, then the lowest, then the lowest. I'll just say the exponents decrease. All right, good. Find the degree of the monomial. Negative 5x to the fourth. What's the degree? What's the exponent in a? The 4. Fourth degree. Okay, what's the degree of 37m? 1. Don't answer every question. Remember? I tell you that every day, though. You have to remember. There's no number there, so this is just a first degree. And then what about the 12? Does that have an exponent? No, but it's still the first degree. Well, there's no degree. It has to have a variable to have a degree, guys. No degree. Okay. So now I'm going to fill in this chart. It's going to be, there, now you can see the whole chart. All right, so here's what I got. A polynomial of just 6 is going to be a 0 degree. Identified by the degree. Well, it's just called a constant. It's just a number. A number alone. Number of terms. How many are there? How many terms are there? Well, you'd have to have something else. I'm at A. 1. Three x plus 1. Look at the x. What does it have? A 1 to the power of 1. First degree. The name based on degree, identified by degree, is going to be a linear or first. So I'm going to say first. I'm also going to say linear. If I graphed it, it'd be a straight line. Negative x squared plus 2x minus 5. What degree is this? What's the largest exponent you see? A 2. This is called a quadratic. Second degree quadratic. I would also say squared. Or second degree. I could say lots of things. Oh, I never did number of terms. On B, how many number of terms? Shane, you know this one. 2. Binomial. 2. C has 3 terms. What do I call that? 3. 1, 2, 3. Trinomial. 3. This 4x cubed minus 8x. Third degree. I call that cubic. It's also third degree. But I could say it's 4x cubed. 4x cubed is the word. Okay? Number of terms. How many terms are there? How many terms is that? 2. Binomial. Identify the polynomial by the degree and number of terms. So here's what I'm going to write. This is called a linear monomial. Monomial. I have to try zooming out for a second. Zoom, 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 zoom. Okay. B. 10x minus 5. What's the degree? What's the degree? First degree. I never put a 1 x to the first, but it really is there. So I'm going to say linear because it's a first degree binomial. Okay, what's the 2 mean? What second degree is called what? A quadratic. How many terms does it have? 3 is called a what? Trinomial. And D. 24 minus x cubed is a third. What's a third called? Not Anthony, not anybody who's already volunteered. Cubic. And I want to rewrite it. It's not proper format. The x cubed has to go first. Do you see how there's a negative sign in front of the x cubed? That negative sign better stay. Negative x cubed minus 24. And how many? Is it a monomial, binomial, trinomial? Binomial. Good. All right. We're going to go through and do these 8 problems. These are all dying right here with this camera. Looks like it's straight, but it's not. All right. Underline the things that are the same. The only reason a parentheses exists is for when I have a negative sign. Let's do C first. The only reason this parentheses is there is for that negative sign when I have to distribute like that. So I'm going to do C right now. I'm pretty sure you can do A all by yourself. So here's this. Colors. Cubes go with cubes. Negative 2x cubed and that cubed. X squared is all alone. Negative 4x is going to go with this 3x. The 8 will go with the 4. So now I'm going to distribute that negative sign. The first one, write as is, no changes. Negative 2x cubed plus 5x squared minus 4x plus 8. The first one I wrote as is. Now I have to distribute the negative sign. Let's be careful. What's negative times negative 2x? positive 2x cubed. What's a negative sign times 3x? Negative sign times 3x. Negative 3x. What's a negative sign times negative 4? Positive 4. And it looks like I circled things a bit too soon, because now I need to go back. Now everything has a match. Everything has somebody to be with, or whatever it's called. So I'm going to do the reds. Then I'm going to write the 5x squared all by itself. Red first. Oh, negative 2x cubed plus 2x cubed. Negative 2x cubed plus 2x cubed. It cancels out. Nothing. 5x squared is all alone. Purple star. What's purple star? Negative 4x. I'll actually mute for a bit. What's negative 4x minus 3x? Negative 7x. What's green circle? 8 minus 4. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. 8 plus 4. 12. So I'm really, really paranoid about the fact that when you have a subtraction sign in the middle, you have to distribute this negative sign. Have to. 3x squared minus 5x plus 3. Let's do D. Distribute the negative sign. Negative 2x squared. Okay. What's a negative sign times a negative x? Negative times negative x. Someone new. Negative. And do you want me to put a 1 here? Does anybody like that? If there's like a 1 there to show that you could put a 1 there, just nobody does. Negative 1 times negative x. Just plus x. What's negative times a negative 4? Negative times a negative 4. Positive 4. Now I can do all of my things that are the same need to be together. 3x squared minus 2x squared. 5x and x. 3 and 4 are my constants. Those go together. All right. And purple goes first because that's the biggest exponent. 3x squared minus 2x squared. Keep the rolly backpack the same. 3x squared minus 2x squared. How many x squareds? You're on mute, remember? Next, go x to the power of 1, the green. Negative 5 plus 1. Negative 5 plus 1. Negative 4x. Red star. 3 plus 4. And you're done. Okay, let's do one addition problem and then we'll stop because I still need to do your bathroom passes and grandpucks. Do you want me to do 1 or 2? Sure, 2. Underline what's the same. Go. And I change it up. I'm going to do all sorts of fun things. Zigzag, wavy, heart, star, box, circle, whatever. Make it fun. 2x squared plus x squared. Negative 4x, negative 4x. It's not 0. It's not 0. Negative 4 minus 4. This does not mean 0. This is negative 8. You know what is 0? Positive 4 minus 4. That's 0. You need to know the difference between the two. Negative 8x. Green, 3 minus 4. Negative 1. Okay? So, I'll stop the video, and your homework tonight is the following page. Rosin, can you write it in the middle bottom section? It's 1 through, just put 1 through 18.